up, you guys? It's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. So the number one question I've been getting lately is, how did your channel blow up so fast? How did it happen so randomly? How have you been getting like 500 to 1,000 subscribers every single day? So I took to my YouTube analytics to try and figure out how this happened and where it came from, and now I think I have a pretty good idea of where it all came from and how this all happened so quickly and how it continues to happen every single day. So instead of sitting here and saying I was super consistent and I made super popular videos and I had like a great personality and things that a lot of other YouTubers say that are not practical for getting your videos out there, I decided to basically dive into my analytics with you guys and show you guys analytically exactly how this happened, where the traffic came from, where the growth came from, and how this continues to happen every single day, and also how you guys can do the exact same thing. So that is what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So before we get into today's video, here are this video's shoutouts. If you guys want a mention in my next video, then be sure to read my description down below to find out how to be the next mention in my next video. And also, while you are down there, be sure to join my new Facebook group, because I love talking to you guys in that group, giving you more like one-on-one advice, and also allowing you guys to communicate with my other members of my group and my subscribers. So now I think that is just enough of an intro, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let's jump into how I gained over 10,000 subscribers in 1 month. So first, let's bring up the analytics for the month of May on my channel. So these are the numbers for how my channel grew in the month of May. So I got a little bit over 400,000 views, a little over 24,000 watch hours, and just a little over 10,000 subscribers. Now, as you can see, I am blocking out my revenue. That is not to hide it from you guys. It's because I have a whole other video coming on how much money I made in the month of May, and I don't want to give away that video just yet. So that is not to hide it from you guys, it's just because I don't want you to know ahead of that video. So by looking at these numbers in my analytics, it would be super easy to say, well, yeah, you got that many views, they turned into subscribers, that's how you blew up, end of story. But what is most important is not how I turned the views into subscribers, it's how I actually got the views in the first place. Because if I wasn't already getting these views, there would be no way possible of turning views into subscribers. So what I want to focus on in this video is analytically, where did these views come from, how did I get these views, and how can you do the same thing? So how did I go from getting about 100,000 views and about 900 subscribers in the month of March to getting almost 500,000 views and over 10,000 subscribers in the month of May? So first, let's jump into the reach tab. And within the reach tab, there are 3 major players to look at as far as growth goes. So the first metric we have is traffic sources, and this is one of the most important metrics to pay attention to, because this tells you where on YouTube's platform people are getting your videos from, what's working for you and what's not working for you. So if we go ahead and open this up, it's going to tell me very specifically from each one of these traffic sources how much of these views came from which of the sources. So right off the bat, we can see that over 188,000 of those 400,000 views came from browse features, which means that roughly 43%, almost half of the views I got in the month of May, came from browse features. And if we break down the browse features even more, we can see the different components of the browse features, and we can see that of those 188,000 views, 167,000 of those came from the recommended page. So what this basically means is that based on the engagement and retention my video was getting, YouTube placed my videos on people's recommended pages. Then what happened is, as people would get my videos on the recommended pages and click onto them, watch them, give them more engagement and more retention, YouTube kept pushing them out further and further and further to more and more people on other people's recommended pages until it blew up. And then what happened is, from the traffic I got from the recommended page, views turned into subscribers. So the recommended page is responsible for a very large portion of my growth on YouTube in the last month. Now underneath that, we see that another 108,000 of these views came from YouTube search. So about 24% of my growth in the month of May came from people searching up something on YouTube search, my video coming up as a search result, and people clicking on from YouTube search onto my video, getting me views and turning views into subscribers. Now, if you want to know much more about SEO, ranking in search, and how to get your videos ranked in search, I will link this video up in the iCards and down below for you guys to learn more about how I did this and how you can do the same thing to get more views from YouTube search. Because as I said before, I definitely 110% believe that the best way to grow as a small YouTuber is ranking in search. But essentially, that was the second biggest growth point for my channel in the month of May. And then the third biggest growth point on my channel last month was suggested. So when you watch a video on YouTube, over on the side panel, you have about 20 videos suggested to you. So these are basically 20 videos that, based off of what you are currently watching on YouTube, YouTube thinks you would want to watch after watching that video. So in May, my channel got over 48,000 views from suggested videos. So what this means is that over 48,000 people had one of my videos as a suggested video on their watch page and clicked onto my video from the suggested section and came onto my channel. And that accounts for about 11% of the views I got in the month of May. So then this next section further down is the more broken down version of YouTube search. So what this basically tells you is exactly what search terms people searched up on YouTube that led them to your video. So if we open this up further, we can see the top 14 search terms that led people to my videos. Based off of these search terms, I can tell exactly what videos those were. My 30-day ab challenge video, my 30-day 1 gallon of water a day challenge, my videos on how to get views, subscribers, and watch time, which gives me a very good idea of what videos were most responsible for this growth in the month of May. Which makes a lot of sense because the majority of these search terms have to do with growth on YouTube, and one of my biggest videos that blew up in May was my video on how to get 1,000 subscribers in 30 days, and in the month of May, that video went above 100,000 views, so it makes sense that a good portion of my traffic was on that video. So by looking at this section of your analytics, you can better understand what people are searching up on YouTube to come across specific ones of your videos and find your channel. So then the next section you want to look at is the broken down version of the suggested videos. So this basically tells you more broken down and more specifically exactly what videos your videos were suggested on to bring people onto your videos. Now, what I find most interesting about these videos that brought people onto my videos is that out of the top 8 videos, 6 of them were my own, which means that in the suggested videos section, rather than my video bringing viewers onto other people's videos, other people's channels, and giving other people the views and watch time, my videos were bringing people onto others of my videos and giving myself more views and more watch time. So this was definitely working in my favor. Now, suggested videos are not as easy to manipulate as the recommended page or the YouTube search. It's not just about optimizing your videos, getting lots of engagement, and poof, your videos are suggested on your own videos. Unfortunately, it is not that simple. A lot of it is actually not within our control at all and is more down to YouTube's algorithm and what they choose to put there. According to Google and YouTube themselves, the algorithm basically suggests videos based off of what the viewer is already watching and what they typically like to watch on YouTube. So if they're watching a clothing haul, chances are YouTube is going to suggest them more haul videos because that's what they like to watch on YouTube. That's what they want them to watch more of. So as much as you want to get your own videos in the suggested section, it's not as easy as the algorithm thinking, well, they're watching this person's what I eat in a day, so maybe they want to watch their clothing haul next. It's not that simple. But what does, however, really help to get your videos in your own suggested section is when YouTube sees you as an expert on a specific topic. So whenever I made my more lifestyle videos, I was lucky if I had even one of my own videos suggested on my videos. Once I started focusing all of my content on YouTube growth videos, that is when I started getting 5, 6, even 10 of my own videos in the suggested section because YouTube began to understand what my channel was really about and what the main idea of my videos were. So as people began to watch more of my videos, YouTube began to suggest more of my other videos. And that is where my real growth as far as suggested videos began to take off. And further proof of this, if I think of YouTubers like Lore DIY who have a specific expertise on their channel, if I look at her more lifestyle videos, she has less of her own videos suggested. If I look at her more DIY videos, everybody knows her as the DIY queen on YouTube. The majority of her suggested videos on her DIY videos are more of her DIY videos. So once YouTube basically saw her as an expert on the DIY topic is when more of her videos began to be suggested. So that's definitely a very big factor in getting your own videos suggested, and that is how it worked for me. So that, you guys, is basically it for the breakdown of how all this growth came my way and how my channel blew up in the month of May. That is essentially how I got over 10,000 subscribers in 1 month, and that is where all of the traffic and all of the growth and views came from. So hopefully if you are one of the ones who've been asking how this happened and where it all came from, then hopefully this video was a good enough answer for you and you understand it much better now and can now begin to do the same thing on your channel now that you know how easy it is to manipulate the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!